Students, so today we are going to study a subtopic or a heading, new questions and ideas. So today we are going to study about Buddhism. Siddhartha, also known as Gautama, the founder of Buddhism, was born about 2500 years ago. So who is the founder of Buddhism, students? He is known as Gautama. His real name is Siddhartha. He is known as Gautama and he is the founder of Buddhism. He was born 2500 years ago. The Buddha belonged to a small Ghana known as Sakyagana and he was a Kshatriya. So Gautama was a Kshatriya and Gautama Buddha we would say, and he belonged to Sakyagana. Bodh Gaya in Bihar where he attained enlightenment. After that he was known as Buddha or the Wise One. So in Bodh Gaya he got enlightenment and after that he was popularly known as Buddha, and he was a very wise person, so a title was given to him as the Wise One. He then went to Sarnath near Varanasi where he taught for the first time. He spent the rest of his life traveling on foot, going from place to place, teaching people till he passed away at Kusinara. So there are many major facts about Gautama Buddha. So he went to Sarnath, Varanasi. He taught there for the first time. Where he taught for the first time? At Sarnath, Varanasi, near. And he used to travel from one place to another on foot, teaching his preachings. And he moved from one place to another, walking on his foot, and he died in Kusinara. The Buddha taught in the language of ordinary people, Prakrit, so that everybody could understand his message. So at that particular time, Prakrit was prominent in the place, and it was the language that was understood by all. So he gave his teaching and preachings in Prakrit language and spread his idea of Buddhism among the people in Prakrit language. 5 Noble Truths. Arya Satya. Buddha was primarily an ethical teacher and a reformer, not a metaphysician. The message of his enlightenment points to the way of life that leads beyond suffering. The 4 noble truths are the suffering. There is suffering, dukkha. There is a cause of suffering, dukkha samadhya. There is a cessation of suffering, dukkha nirodha. There is a way of leading to cessation of suffering, dukkha nirodha gamini. So according to him, there are 4 noble truths, Arya Satya. He was a teacher, he was a reformer, but he was not a metaphysician. And these were the 4 points, noble truth he believed in: dukkha, dukkha samadhya, dukkha nirodha gamini. Eightfold Paths, Arya Astangika Marga. So these are all the preachings of Buddha. So there is Eightfold Path. Right belief, that is the world is full of suffering. The whole world is full of suffering. People are suffering in many different ways. Right resolve, to give worldly pleasure. How you can spread peace via words. Right conduct, no harm to none. You should not harm anybody. Right speech, meaningful talks and use of soft language. Right occupation, earning by honest means. Right occupation here means you are very honest and pure towards and loyal towards your job or the work you do. Right efforts, to leave existing evils and follow good qualities. So leave all the evils and be positive and do good, earn good qualities, inherit in yourself. Right contemplation, clear observation. Right concentration, control of senses and mind. So these are the eightfold paths that need to be followed by the people, and these are very good points for a human being to learn and inherit. So there are PA instructions for you. Answers of these questions will be given in the description box below. Stop the video and answer these questions. Buddhism as given dash Arya Satya. 3, 4, 5, 6. Choose the correct option, students. Lord Buddha preached in Pali, Sanskrit, Prakritic, Vedic Sanskrit. The term Buddha means the wise one, older one, enlightened one. Choose the correct option regarding Siddhartha. He belonged to Sangha. He belonged to Brahmin Varna. First is true but second is false. Second is true but first is false. Both are true or both are false. Mark the correct option. Founder of Jainism. So after we have studied about Buddhism, now we are going to study about Jainism and the founder of Jainism. Jainism founded by Rishabdev Adinath. That is Adinath. Rishabdev is Adinath. He was a Kshatriya prince of Lichavis, a group that was part of Vajji Sangha. So he belonged to Vajji Sangha and he was from Sakyagana. Okay, Gautam Buddha. It's collection of teaching of 25 Tirthankars. 24 Tirthankars were Lord Mahavira. The term Jainism derived from the term Jin, meaning a person who has overpowered the sensual vices and has obtained full control over his worldly desires. So 24 Tirthankars was Lord Mahavira. The term Jainism, Jin, means a person who has overpowered his sensual vices. Teachings of Mahavira. So we are going to study about the teachings of Mahavira. The three principles of Jainism, also known as Trirathanas, three gems. Trirathanas are three main principles of Jainism, known as three gems. Right faith, the first one is believe in the teaching and wisdom of Mahavira. The next is right knowledge, acceptance of the theory that there is no God, that all the world has been existing without a creator, that all objects possesses a soul. And right conduct. Right conduct refers to Mahavira observance of 5 great vows. So these are the teachings of Mahavira: right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct. These together three are known as three principles of Jainism. The Ratnas, the three gems. The 5 great vows of Jainism. Not to violence, not to lie, not to steal, not to acquire property, not to lead immortal life. So the 5 great vows of Jainism are: there should be no violence, honesty should be there, no lies should be there, not to steal, not to rob anything or steal from anybody, not to acquire property. Forcefully do not acquire anybody's property, anybody's thing, and don't live an immortal life. So what is the Sangha? Both the Mahavira and the Buddha felt that only those who left their homes could gain true knowledge. The people they believed sitting at their homes, they could not gain true knowledge. They arranged for them to stay together in a Sangha, an association of those who left their homes. So they created a Sangha with the people, for the people together who left their home. Men and women who joined the Sangha led a simple life. The people who are part of Sangha, they live a simple and peaceful life. They meditated for the most of the time and went to cities and villages to beg for food during fixed hours. And they do meditation the day long time. That is why they were known as bhikkhus. So people who were the part of the Sangha made by Mahavira and Buddha, they were known as bhikkhus. The Prakritic word for beggar, bhikkhunis, because they used to beg for food during fixed hours. Those who joined the Sangha included Brahmins, Kshatriyas, merchant, laborers, powers, courtesans, slaves. So everybody can be a part of a Sangha and live a simple life. Monasteries. To begin with, both Jaina, Buddhist monks went from place to place throughout the year, teaching people. The only time they stayed at one place was during the rainy season, when it was very difficult to travel. Then their supporters built temporary shelters for them in gardens, and they lived in natural caves and hilly. So, as we know, both Jainism, people follow Jainism and Buddhism. They move from one place to another. They teach people. In the rainy season, only they stay at a particular place because it was difficult for them for moving. And they live in natural caves and or in hilly areas. As time went, many supporters of monks and nuns and themselves felt the need for more permanent settlers, and so monasteries were built. So as time, people were more being participative towards Jainism and Buddhism, so they need to increase the shelters. So at that time they created monasteries. The shelters together, big monasteries were made, are known as monasteries. These were known as viharas. So that monasteries made for the people of sanghas, that was known as viharas. The earliest viharas were made of wood and then of brick. Earlier they were made of wood, and after it was made of brick. Peer instructions. Major chunk of Jainism followers were traders, herders, farmers, and rulers. Mark the correct option. Both Jainism and Buddhism believes that only those who left their homes could gain true knowledge. True or false? Puja follows the Tiratras. So as per her, there is no God. Every living thing has a soul. Non-violence is supreme. First and second, second and third, 1 to 3, only 2, only 3. Mark your options, students. In Mahavir Jain was the 24th Tirthandakar. True and false. So that's all for today's class. I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and might you gain some peaceful and enjoyable and